Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Jack Ram here, Realtor with Simply Vegas, showing you today my new home. Pretty much bought this house as a fixer-upper, a little bit over $600,000, and I put in over $100,000 in upgrades into it. We have 2,700 square feet in this house with 3-car garage, 4 bedrooms, a den, and also a sunroom. So let's go inside and let's tour it together. So in this video, I'm going to be putting some before videos as well, so you can see what's going on in the house, what happened before, and what we did to the house. So we walk in. We're greeted by these beautiful 11-foot ceilings in the entryway, very wide hallway with it's about 8 feet wide right here, beautifully connected to that open floor plan. And then we have over to the right side, we have 2 bedrooms, and this was completely different before. We had an opening right here, and we also had over on this side laundry room. We added this den right here, and then in the back we have our another 2 bedrooms, which would be, one is the owner's suite, and then all the way to the back we have another bedroom. Anyway, let's show you in here. Forgot to turn on the lights of the kitchen. Let's turn on these lights so we can show you what it looks like. So, new cabinets. This is completely custom made. Kitchen countertops, also island countertop, pretty much everything handpicked by us. We have the cabinets all soft close with the ductile finish in your drawers. We have it's kind of like an off-white color. It has it's a really hard, really good quality cabinet, real wood cabinets. We added this pantry over to the left, which wasn't here before, and then some. We're going to do a connection right here on the cabinets on top. It's just that we prefer to put in a nice piece of wood right there to make it a little bit more custom, add a little bit of plants on there, which would be ideal. The shutters were already here, actually. We pretty much redid all the flooring with luxury vinyl plank. We chose this one, which was exactly what we needed as far as the flooring. It gives us that rustic, warm feeling to the house. And then we have this nice open floor plan right here with your living room. Right here is your formal dining, but love this island right here. The appliances, they're all brand new KitchenAid appliances. We have our convection oven and microwave right here with KitchenAid counter that refrigerator. And then on the back right here, we did this quartz countertop, which is a honed kind of concrete looking countertop with our island. This island is about 60 inches by 130, so it's about 4 feet by 11, which is really amazing in my opinion as far as the size goes. We have right here your induction cooktop also. We got this one from Best Buy. It's a KitchenAid. The great thing about these cooktops is when you put your pan, you put a pan on here, it will work with magnetic forces. So it will pull the metal of the pan and it will heat it up. But it's not the glass that heats up and transfers the heat to the pan. It actually works through the glass. So when you take off the pan, it might still be pretty warm, but it's not going to scald you. So really safe, easy to clean up. Also, when you don't have that heat, it doesn't burn up any spills that you have on it. Really excited to start using that one. Island is also quartz. As you can see, we have a little bit of sparkles in there, and if you see the reflection. And then we added also these 3 posts right here to the side. Overall, I'm really happy with this. I'm so excited to move into this house. Have a lot of square footage compared to the house that I was living in prior to this one. All new light fixtures, very little has stayed in from what we had before. New fireplace, this was completely different. It had this fireplace kind of like off center right here with some a little hole and everything, which I'm going to be putting the video in here. And then you have on top, it was this recessed neat niche right here for your TV. So pretty much took it out and we did this, which is your shiplap all the way to the ceiling. And then we did some Spanish tile here, matching the backsplash that we have over there. Okay. The fireplace also, this fireplace, it was really inexpensive. It was about $700 on Amazon. We added these beams as a little accent, which still need to be stained, but I kind of like them the way it is. Personally, might leave them like that, and also the beams on that side right there. Shiplap wall on this side. Initially, we put in this paint, which is it's called a graceful gray paint. I do like it, but it was a little bit warm for my taste. However, I love the way it turned out because of all the white that we put in here. It really has a nice contrast with it. This is our patio room, which we'll visit in a second. Pretty much what we did is, it used to be a covered patio, and we added pretty much this wall with this huge slider. And we'll go through that in a second. Anyway, let's start from the entrance, and let's go over there. Let's see the first two bedrooms over to the left. We have these chandeliers here from Amazon. Love it. It really makes a statement. It has 16 bolts and it brightens up the entryway big time. We added over here at the entrance to the right, Borton batten is what this accent is called. So pretty much it's just some boards right here, and then you have drywall here, but when you paint it, it really looks like very custom. These trims are actually very expensive to do. I had a guy that did all of this for about $3,000. Then I had to call the painter to caulk it and paint it. Okay, over to the right side, we had an opening right here to the right in place of this wall. And this opening was for the stand/bedroom, right? But we didn't like it, so we wanted to make it into a bedroom. So we added the door on this side with the other door on this side right here. And then it's connected right in the middle, right here with the Jack and Jill bathroom. So let's start from the front. I love this bedroom. It's right up front in the house. It has plenty of light coming in with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows. Shutters we're already in. Really like them, and I'm going to be adding another 2 shutters here and in some other places in the house. Very spacious bedroom. We have about 13 feet on this wall by 11, and with this extra nook right here. All new, brand new doors in the house, new doorknobs and everything. Now the bathrooms also have been completely gutted. There used to be this tile in here with these old cabinets with cultured marble on top. So we replaced all of that with these cabinets that we purchased from Home Depot. Really nice cabinets. It's actually real wood, and they have the soft close finish. Ducktail as well. Oh, that one is broken, but I still have to fix it up. But there we go, that's soft close. Under-mounted sinks. We have the 3/4 of an inch size countertop, and then we have this nice under-mounted sink, which I didn't have in my previous house, and I'm really excited about it. Another cool thing about this one is we did do shiplap behind every bathroom vanity. Okay. On the other side, we have our walk-in closet for this bedroom. Okay. And then in between, right here, we have this door that separates from this other half of the bathroom, where you have your shower, tub and shower combo, and your toilet. But this would be pretty much for this bedroom right here. Okay. It's just it's kind of cool because it separates it right here in the middle with this door. And then you can close off this door so that, whoever is in these bedrooms can share this bathroom with the privacy. And then we did that shiplap, as I mentioned, over here to the left. All the fixtures, I'm still missing the light bulbs here, but all of this is brand new. We're still missing some caps. And then over to the right side, we did, where here we used to be a walk-in shower, but we took it out because we needed a tub in the house since there were no tubs, for the kids. So this would be, we put in this tub and then the tile here all the way to the ceiling. Love this tile. We put it in every bathroom, just kept it uniform because it's kind of handmade. It has that handmade texture to it. Nice bright white, really like it. And then we have the same soap niche that we added, same as the flooring. Spanish looking floor here throughout all the bathrooms in the house. One thing that we forgot here is to bring the water lines down to the spout for the tub spout. So what we're gonna do eventually, which is gonna happen tomorrow, the guy's coming in, he's gonna break into this wall, take out the drywall, split up the water lines to go in here so you can have that tub spout, and fix it up. That's why we have that box in there. Anyway, this is the second bedroom. We have, it's probably the smallest one. This is what used to be that den with the opening on this door, and we added the door on this side. And, pretty much brand new flooring. I'm in love with this floor. This is like probably my favorite floor ever so far. It's not too warm. It is pretty warm actually, but it just has that rustic feel to it that gives me a little bit that, cabin feel, kind of like home. And then we added these two new doors. What we had to do here is the closet was a little bit too big, and it kind of took up too much space in the room, at least wall space. So we kind of made it smaller right here. So if we need to put in for example, a nightstand on this side, maybe on this side, and put a bed right here, that's totally possible. If you want to add a desk right here, you can do that. So that's the plan. And then this closet right here, we're still missing that rack that we have to put up, but this would be the closet for this room. This is likely going to be, these are probably going to be the 2 bedrooms for the kids. So you're going to have one kid over here, the other kid on the other side. And then on the other side of the house, we have our owner suite and the guest room. All right. Now, this is something that a lot of people might not like. First of all, sorry for the mess. And this is where we had to put all the stuff temporarily as we're looking to move in to this house. All the tools and all. But right here, this used to be part of the living room. I know some of you guys are going to be mad at me, like, why did you ruin the open floor plan, Jack? But it's nice to have more room in the living room. And I agree. But personally, I did not need the extra room right there. I needed a separate space for the kids to play, or optionally an office in the house. So we took out about 10, 11 feet right here from that wall, which used to be the formal dining room, and I didn't need it. And we put up the walls right here. Okay, with adding that shiplap on the side as well. And then we still have plenty of room right here in the living room. It really still feels very spacious with the with 11-foot ceilings in the living room, and then 9-foot ceilings here in the kitchen. But it added a lot of function to this space right here, because now we have an extra room. This is going to be the kids' playroom, so we're going to put all their toys in here, and it's still nice and tall ceilings, which is nice. Then we added the barn doors here because we kept it open as a den. Since there's no window or anything, I know that's the only thing I don't like about it. It doesn't have a window, but honestly, it's gonna serve the purpose. And even if you wanted to make this an office, it's possible, because then these doors are always open. They don't lock or anything, so you don't need anything else. And it still has right here a vent for the air conditioning to recycle the air all the time. All right. So we visited everything here. I'm gonna show you right now on the other side, the other wing of the house. We have our other 2 bedrooms. So as we walk in here, we'll see to the left that last bedroom, and then this is the 3rd bathroom. Okay, which is also the guest bathroom. If someone comes over, this is where they would go to wash their hands or whatever. We have right here your vanity. Again, same vanity as the other bathrooms. Different style, but still Spanish style flooring with the shiplap behind, all the back fixtures like I mentioned before. And then right here, that shower that we used to have, you know, completely gutted out, new tile throughout it. And then we did a penny tile here with the 3/8 of an inch glass, super thick and heavy. Then this used to be here actually, that, what's it called? I forgot the name of it. Let me know that in the comments. Medicine cabinet, there we go. And then we have that tile all the way to the ceiling, which I'm super excited about how this one turned out. Then we have some black penny. One thing I do regret a little bit, but I still like it. It kind of feels right anyway. Is that I put in too dark of a grout here. So as you can see, this grout is pretty much the same color of the penny tile. Still needs to be cleaned up a little bit better, but you know, I like it. But you know, let me know down in the comments if I should re-grout it and put in some lighter grout there. Over on the other side, this would be the guest room. It does have also an opening here to the side. Now, I don't know what happened with this door that used to be here, why they had that door opening right here, if it was the builder that did it, or if it was the owner that actually changed that out and put in that door. But I hated it, you know, smell from the garage would come in, it wasn't really done properly. And also, you know, we had a bunch of lights on the ceiling right here. Took it all out, repainted, and we also put kilts in there. Kilts is a product that you put before paint. It's kind of like a primer that you know, pretty much gets rid of all kinds of smells, you know, that are attached to whatever you're painting. So that really pretty much got rid of all the smell, and now here it smells great. Very good size bedroom right here. It's gonna have that, you know, bedroom right here. The bed, you know, with the 2 nightstands, still coming together. You know, we're still not moved in yet. And then we have also a walk-in closet on this side. Now, one thing I have to say, there are a few things that I've learned throughout this process. Probably, you know, mistakes that I wouldn't have made before. I wouldn't have made it if I did it again, but I will go over those in a second. This is a sliding door. I do like this option. So if you have a guest or something, they can come in from this door, from the side gate, which is awesome. Number one thing, if you have tile and you plan on putting in luxury vinyl plank, find out a way to not have to demo the tile. Because even if you demo the tile, the subfloor underneath might not be perfect. And you can get a coat closet here. And then in that case, if the subfloor is not perfect, what happens is you have to put in the self-leveling concrete, which might still not be perfectly level, and it would take a lot of work and a lot of money. I probably could have saved $3 to $4 grand by just knowing that in advance. I would have just gone over, not having to do any demo, gone over with the luxury vinyl plank, and then in the spots where I didn't have in the spots that I didn't have the tile, I would have, you know, filled it up with that self-leveling just to get to the same level. Okay, that is my lesson I learned, and probably wouldn't do it again. Here's the owner suite. Plenty of room for me. We have about 17 feet on that one by 16 on this one. And then we have this opening to the owner's bath right there. It still feels really spacious in here, plenty of room. Added ceiling fans throughout the house. We have these 3 windows over the headboard right here, where the bed is gonna go. TV right there, and then we have these patio doors that lead out to that room that I did on the outside, which is where we're going next. But first, let's show you the owner's bath and what we did. All right, here we go. Lots of stuff happened here. We had this ugly tile right here on the floor. It was like a gray with, you know, just dated gray. Then we had the tub and shower combination, which was dated, and it just didn't look right. I did not need a tub in the master, so I just wanted to take it out and do what I did here, which is I installed a real bidet. So some of you guys are like, what the hell, Jack, why would you do that? I'll show you in a second. We have your white cabinet right here. This one actually was from Lowe's. I couldn't find anything with the brown, so I had to go with the white, which is fine. You know, change out the cabinets throughout the bathrooms is totally fine, as long as you keep the main scheme of the house, which in my opinion, this was the goal, right? To have that Spanish modern farmhouse kind of feel to the house, you know, warm and cozy. You have your shiplap in the back. Love how it turned out. And then over here we put in a barn door, close that golden fixture, whatever, sliding door with the mirror that it had. Took it out, put in the drywall, extended all the way to here, and added right here the sliding door. And then pretty much in here, it stayed the same, just had to do the new flooring. We put in 8-inch baseboards throughout the house. This is actually 7 1/4 high, but you know, they just call them 8 inches, but in reality it's always less. And then you got your water closet on this side. Still missing a light, I gotta add it on. Anyway, my favorite part of the, almost forgot to show you the bidet. So on this side, we added this bidet in place of the tub. So we had all the plumbing already ready to go, took out the tub and put in this boy, which if you go to any European country, you will have one of these. Pretty much it is a sink for your private parts. That's what it is. So you will sit here facing the wall, clean up, you know. Some people are like, oh, that's disgusting. No, it's not. It's actually disgusting not to wash after, you know, you go to the bathroom. So anyway, too much said right there. 3/8 of an inch glass also in here. Seamless glass, love it. Not much to say about this one. Pretty much the same penny tile on the floor. Give a little bit of an accent. Still get that kind of, you know, Spanish look, keeping it, you know, the same pretty much throughout the house. And then we have right here that handmade tile that I kept the same. All the black fixtures also added right there. This right here, I didn't like this window at first, and I know Jess is gonna tell me, which is a client of mine, he hated this window, but he's gonna tell me to take it out. He did tell me, but I kind of like it. It kind of goes with the scheme of the house, and you know, it gives me that Spanish look, you know. So I kept it. I think it was nice. It looks nice. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Going out to the sunroom. What we did in here, and I have to show you the garage also. 3-car garage, I gotta show you the flooring. So what we did is this epoxy flooring. It's not just like the regular epoxy that you put into garages. What it is actually, this is the laundry room, by the way. Gosh, so much to show you guys. We also had a different tile here in the laundry room. That sink, it's okay. Not a super fan of it, but you know, I might have to change it out eventually in the future and put in some kind of cabinets and all that stuff. But for now, this will do it. Having the laundry sink is awesome. We added those upper cabinets right there matching the kitchen. And then right here, we're still waiting for the washer and dryer to arrive. Took out the older owner's washer and dryer. Here's that epoxy that we put into the garage. We wanted to have that metallic feel to it, kind of like a cool shape and all. Well, it turned out pretty good. I'm excited about it. You know, 3-car garage, plenty of room. So the old owner had a bunch of lights here because he used to work on cars inside of the garage. We kept it because it's awesome to have plenty of lights in your garage. Anyway, going outside, we did the same finish. However, it has a little bit different of a color. This garage, by the way, is going into the, that's going into the garage. And then we got this 85-inch flat screen TV that is gonna go right there. So excited about it. Anyway, going in here, we'll find our sunroom, which pretty much here, what we had is, it was covered patio on this side, right? With 11-foot ceilings, same as inside. But what we did is we raised this floor up to match the same level of the house, okay? We enclosed it right here, added a 16-foot sliding door by 8 tall with some extra windows on top to not lose that light coming in. And I'm sorry about this thing. I'm gonna show you right now on the outside what it is, but I'm gonna take it out. But really, it lets in a bunch of light into the house. Okay. Because that's the point, right? We wanted to add some extra square footage, which we did with this, but we didn't want to lose the lighting going into the house, and this really does a amazing job at it. Still missing a trim right here because they just did this flooring, but I love the way this one turned out. It has a little bit of brown in there, just to keep the same feeling of inside the house, a little bit more warmth to it versus the gray that we have in the garage. But at the same time, it doesn't necessarily feel like you're inside. It feels like a sunroom, something separate from the house, right? That's why I wanted a different flooring right here between the two. And I love the way it turned out. This is gonna be the dog's room pretty much, where they're gonna stay at night. That way they're not in the house, or if we have some guests over, they just come out here and they can go out from the doggy door anytime they want. So it's very convenient because we did add also air conditioning to it. We got these two vents right here that come out, and that's your return right there with its own thermostat as well right here. So we want a certain temperature in here. It can control specifically only this bedroom right here. Then going outside, this is the backyard. It's not the biggest backyard. We have about 20 feet deep by 65, however, sideways, because it is a big single story. Usually single stories will give you a little bit wider backyard. We could definitely add a pool in the future, and probably that's going to be the case, but this backyard is not finished, and we plan on not keeping it like this. Personally, I do love all the green, but I don't enjoy maintaining all this green, and I just don't think it's necessary because it takes away space from the backyard, and to me that's not really efficient. So as you can see, also it has a slope, like it kind of goes towards the house, which is weird. I would have never done that if I was the landscaper. I don't know who did it. Maybe the old owner didn't know what they were doing. It's pretty much you never want all the rocks here, all the landscaping to push the water towards the house, because then the water, when it rains, it can puddle up right here, and it can go through, filter into the foundation. Now we had this covered, expandable covered patio, whatever this is called, and I thought it was super cool until one day we left it open because we forgot it, and it was windy, and guess what happened? There we go. You see what happened. It broke off. The thing come off, and then that arm right there broke off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it out and forget about the cover patio for now. Right now I'm going to use that as a cover patio, so I might just open it whenever I need to. It still functions as a covered patio if I just open doors, because I still have an 8-foot opening right here. And then we have right here all this landscaping. We're gonna be taking it all out. I hired my landscaper. He already has done 2 of my other properties before for a really good price. He's gonna do the whole backyard. So remove all these plants, okay? Level this up in a way where all the water doesn't go against the house. So he's gonna take out a bunch of dirt here and rocks. Take out all these rocks, all the bushes. Pretty much the only thing we're gonna save are those plants right there, 1 and 2, because they're pretty expensive. They're only ones worth saving. And then we're gonna take out that tree because the neighbor behind us has been complaining. I'm thinking he doesn't like it because of all the leaves that it sheds throughout the year. As you can see, it's these ones right here. So it's not fun to pick it up, a lot of maintenance. So we're gonna take out that tree. Everything is gonna come out, and then this is gonna have a fireplace right here. 2 small trees right here. It's gonna have a Japanese blueberry tree, and then a bottle tree right next to it, just so we have some green. Then some green on the sides right here, like small bushes, low maintenance. And then over on that side is gonna have a concrete space right there where we're gonna put one of those Costco gazebos on top. That's gonna be the plan of it, and then this is gonna be all artificial turf throughout. Okay, that's the plan for this house. as far as the backyard goes. Obviously it's not completed, but I want to show you guys, share with you what I bought, and give you guys a little bit of a tour of this house and what you can do by purchasing a fixer-upper and making it your own. It's a lot of work, a lot of stress sometimes if you don't know what you're doing, and it could go bad. But you know, if you are looking to do this kind of work, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to assist you to purchase a home, something like this, fix it up, and also put in your own touch to it. And you know, after all, if I were to sell this house right now, I could probably sell it anywhere between probably $750 to $775, and I am in it for about $715. Okay, so. But the thing is that I like the most is the fact that this is not a flip. I could have spent $800,000 on this house. It's okay, because this is my house that I'm going to be living in for the long term. I am not getting out of here anytime soon. So that was the goal, and you know, that's why I spent more money than I had to. If this was a flip, I would have never gone for you know, for all these upgrades, putting in all the you know, the expensive appliances and all these things. I would have done a lot less to the house, and it would have still you know, evaluated, you know, for the same amount. So appraised for the same amount. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys need help with buying a home, feel free to reach out to me. I hope you enjoyed my new home tour. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this house. If I did a good job. If not, what you didn't like, let me know down there. Love to hear some criticism on it. And also, you know, if you like it, let me know down there. See you in the next video, guys.